Okay, so I'd like to welcome everyone to the Unfiltered with Cara Jones Unlimited LLC podcast. Today, I'm excited, blessed, and honored to have my good friend, music artist Andrey Scott, here on the airwaves with me. Andrey, we're getting
Hmm.
started for a second go, as you know, because we believe in perfection.
That's
And
right.
that is one of the reasons why I invited you. I invited you to be on my podcast. You are the first music artist to appear on my podcast who I know personally. I've
Right.
known you. When did we meet? I think it was
It's,
2016,
yeah, I think so.
2015, or
It
16.
might.
One of them.
It was. It was 2014, 14 or 15. I
It
want
couldn't
to
have been
say because it
14.
was. Yeah, yeah. Um, I'm thinking because it was at a old school party in Prattville.
Okay, so that had to be 2015.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was,
Hmm.
you can still see me, right?
Hmm.
Okay, because it was before I started or established Cara Jones Unlimited
Right.
LLC. And I was, I used to live on the other side of the river, as they say, down there
Hmm.
in the river region. And so Prattville was my neighboring city. And I'd met some friends up there and went to an um, old school party in Prattville. I think it was DJ Steve Haynes and DJ Trey.
And Trey. Right. Uh huh.
Yep, they used to put them on. And I had been to one before, but previously there was no live entertainment. And the night that you and I met, Soul Tree Live performed.
That's right.
That
That's
was the
right.
first time I ever heard Soul Tree Live. And I was asking everybody when I bought my little ticket, I was like, who are these guys? Can they sing? Can they really sing? And they were like,
Mm.
yeah. They said Michael McDonald and Andre, they don't lead. They don't lead. You wait till you hear them.
Ah.
You know I'm sprung. I've been sprung ever since.
Mm. Well, I appreciate that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, one of the attributes, I'll use that word, attributes that I like, love, I should say, about you and your singing ability is what we call in music the falsetto, the
Mm.
falsetto.
Yes.
For those of you who are not musically educated or musically inclined, I am a musician. I play four instruments and I used to sing a little bit. But in music, there's something called the falsetto, and that's that high soprano voice.
Oh yeah.
Music artist Andre Scott sings in the high soprano. What do you sing in high soprano that we frequently
Oh,
request?
your favorite switch.
Yes.
There'll never be.
Oh, there'll never be. There will never be.
Yeah, there'll never be. And I call your name.
I call your name, baby.
And
I tell
all
you,
the Eddie Kendrick parts on Temptations.
oh yes, Lord, yes, Lord. Who else? Who else do you have you sang? What other artist
Ooh.
music?
Prince. I wanna be your lover.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, Michael
I think
Jackson.
I New Edition too. I think
New
at
edition.
BB
Yeah.
King you
Uh
did
huh.
New Edition.
Yep.
Was it the Candy Man or
Candy
something?
Girl. Yeah, Candy
Candy
Girl.
Girl.
Yep.
Okay, cool bean. So now you said I just want to touch on this because we are in a quarantine situation.
Oh yeah.
So have you been able to work during the quarantine?
Not doing music, just my regular 9 to 5. I just we've been off and just went back to work for a week, and
Good.
so we're off again. But that's it. As
They
far
took you
as
off
doing the
again?
music, huh?
They took you off from work again after going back for
Yeah,
just 1 week?
yeah. They just needed us for a week.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad you were able to go and snatch your chips.
Oh yeah, need
Very
those.
good. Very good. I'm looking at that beautiful purple, my favorite color guitar in the back.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's one of my favorites.
You play
Yeah,
guitar?
I play a little bit, here and
I
there.
I have never seen you play. Now I know on your cover you have a guitar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So is that
if you listen to my song Feelin Me,
uh-huh.
I'm playing the guitar and the bass on that song.
So you play guitar, bass, you play acoustic too?
Uh-huh. Yeah, sometimes. When I'm still learning, but you know, I'm playing what I feel that feels good to me and
Good.
put it down.
Well, that's how a lot of us, got started in playing musical instruments. I know for me, at the age of between 4 and 5, I would just sit down to the piano and I could play by ear. And then I
Right.
studied, for many years, Hammond B3 organ and piano, as
Mm.
well as violin, viola. Um, since the start of my career, I haven't played much, but growing up, like you, in high school, elementary school, I played for churches. I played in symphonies at home in California, where I'm from.
Oh, cool.
I saw something recently that just blew me out the water, blew me away.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't tell nobody you was going to Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh yeah. That was a last minute thing. I was actually in Atlanta visiting my girlfriend, and
Okay,
I got a phone call. Hey Dre, we need a singer. Can you come sing with us? Okay, yeah. I ain't doing nothing. Sure, I'll go. And I said, where we going? To BB King's in Nashville. I'm gone. And I hurried up, got back to Montgomery, and got on in the van with those guys and dipped out. And
well,
had a great show. We had a great show.
I'm gonna ask some questions.
Uh huh.
Those guys,
Well, third generation. That's the name of the band.
who is that?
That's some of the Perkins family.
Oh,
Yeah. That's the next generation Perkins.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just wonderful. I saw where Marcus Donaldson of Funk Nation and the
Yeah.
John Bull, Peggy Scott, he was there
Uh-huh.
too.
Right. Some of the members couldn't make it, so they called some other people in to help out. Myself, Danny B, Marcus, Melvin from the Style Band, and you know we don't get to see each other much, and we barely ever even get to play with each other. So I haven't played with Marcus on a gig for real since we was in Funk Nation together.
Wow.
But it's like, you know, it's like riding a bike. Once you get back on it, it comes back to you. So we did that gig, and it was like smooth like butter. Everything
That's
just came
wonderful.
together. Oh yeah.
I'm so excited to hear that. That's the wonderful thing about um, the river region, Montgomery, that Atlanta,
Mhm.
through there, um, Tennessee, Mississippi, Florida.
Mhm.
That's the wonderful thing about that because a lot of you that I have met in my short stay in Alabama, y'all have collaborated and worked together on a lot of different stages and sets.
right.
And
We've become a
so
family.
absolutely.
Mhm.
And that, that's what business is all about. It's good that we have our own individual interests, our own individual, bands and whatever. But it's good to be able to always reconnect when you want to or when you need to.
Right.
And so those guys must really have a high level of respect and admiration for you to invite you to go to BB King, Tennessee. Had you ever performed there before?
Not in Nashville, no.
So that was something new for you to add to
Right.
your resume.
Right. Mhm.
Awesome. So tell me, because I was shocked. We're going to get all the tea exposed today.
Oh Lord.
We're going to sip tea. How about that?
Mhm. All right.
We sipping tea. That's peach mango water.
Mhm.
So tell me this, sir, kind sir.
Mm-hmm.
I was very shocked, my dear, when you posted your single, the first one,
Uh-huh. Just try me.
solo. I'm looking at it here on my YouTube. Just try me.
Right.
So tell me, what made you make the decision when you did to go solo?
Well, it's not like I'm just really solo. I mean, I've been working on my project before we even started Sultry. I just never put anything out because every time I got ready to, the sound of music kept changing and it
Okay.
started sounding dated. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, it ain't time to put it out yet. It's not time to put it out. And then with Just Try Me, I was just sitting around the house and I was listening to a beat that was on YouTube, and the song came to my head. I started writing it down, but then I got to the studio and we came up with another uh, arrangement as far as music in the background, where it was Michael Ellis Bean and AJ Hebrew
Okay.
that came up
Right.
with the music, right? And just so happened, my brother Michael McDonald came home from Oregon, and he helped me write some of the stuff in the song also. Yeah.
Oh, so then that was in 2016 because I remember when I booked Soul Tree Live for my
Mhm.
CPSO CJU multi-genre explosion for
Mhm.
Labor Day, September 5th.
Right.
Michael was in Oregon when I talked
Right.
to Claude.
Mhm.
And so he actually came in for that event. So
He
he was
did.
helping you.
He
Right.
helped me. He helped me the day after he came home for good.
Okay.
He came in the studio and he was like, "Oh, you need to add this. You need to add that," and it worked. So the open up, open up, open up, open up. That's Michael. Michael gave me that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you and Michael, y'all sang together for a long time as the two lead artists for the Soul Tree Live Band out of
Right.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Right.
And so, when you work closely with people like that, other artists, you get a feel for each other's vibe.
Mhm.
And so I guess that's what made it easier.
Right. Right. Mike and I have been singing. And Soultry's been a band for 10 years now. Yeah. And we've been singing for that long together, and like you said, you get a vibe. I can tell sometimes what he's gonna do with a song just by the way he twinges his voice a little bit. I can tell where he's going with it next, so I
Right?
know what I need to do. And we just had that chemistry, and it all of them.
Wow.
Yeah, all
So,
my bros.
now is Soul Tree Live still performing?
Yes, we are, and we have a show coming up. Second Saturday in June, we'll be down at the amphitheater opening up for Sabatis.
Oh, that's Sam, Mr. Sam Williams.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm coming.
Yeah, come on.
I'm coming. Y'all know
Yeah,
I'm in
come on.
Birmingham, and I
Oh,
don't like
yeah.
to drive, but I'm coming.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
what's
come on.
going on? What are they having down there?
They do it every year. It's called Second Saturday. Every
Okay.
second Saturday of each month for the summer, they put on a concert series, and they have just different acts come out. Some of them local, some of them mainstream, and
Okay.
you got two of the great local bands coming together.
Oh, that's wonderful. So
Yeah.
badass. That's Mr. Sam Williams.
Yep.
That's Bart
Yep.
Morgan. That's
Scott Grant.
Scott. Oh, Scott Grant. Yes, Lord. What's the
Yeah.
the other gentleman's name on the bass?
Coleman Woodson.
No, it wasn't Coleman. It was another gentleman on the bass.
I
I
don't.
used to see him at the
I
shack.
don't know his name. I never knew his name.
He's my friend on Facebook, but I can't call his name right now. I know Juicy. Juicy Samuel Rollins, he would sit in sometime.
Mm-hmm.
But this other gentleman, we'll have to get his name. So that's going to be great. So it's just the two bands.
Two bands, right? And
So
we
you
go on at 6, and we'll go to 7:30,
and then they perform
and then
after.
they perform. Right,
Okay, so y'all are the opening act.
right. And they're the headliners.
Okay, that's going to be hot.
Yeah, I'm excited
That'll be
about it.
lit. Yeah, I'm
Oh
excited
yeah.
too because I haven't seen, I was in Texas last year and I haven't seen any of you guys perform since, ooh, I would probably say the spring or the summer of 2018.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That was the last time I saw y'all,
yeah,
anybody.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this
And
is
we
good.
we don't get together much to perform because we're all so busy playing in other bands and stuff. But when we
Oh,
do get together, we can tell that we've been missed.
yeah,
Yeah, because the people really turn out and show us a lot of love.
that's good. That's
Mm-hmm.
good. I'm happy to hear this. So, aside from now, what was the name of this band? Okay, that went third generation
Uh-huh.
Perkins. What were
Third
they called?
generation. That was
That's
third generation. Uh-huh. 3G.
okay. So you're working with them. You're still going to be performing lead vocals with Soul Tree Live. Anything
Right.
else going on?
I'm still performing with the Fountain City Players
Okay.
as one of their lead vocals also. Actually, Michael and I both went over to Fountain City at the same time.
You know
But
what?
he's no longer with Fountain City. But yeah, we came over at the same time as the two lead vocalists for Fountain City.
I remember that because now aren't they out of like Columbus, Georgia, or something like
Right,
that?
right.
Okay, I remember seeing the posts of the different wedding
Mm-hmm.
receptions, and they would be packed. Whatever events y'all were doing with them, just like Sultry Live, were packed.
Right, right.
So you guys are still in that circuit.
Yeah, yes, yes. But
That's good.
Michael's
That's
singing
good.
with a different band now that's still in that circuit. Yeah.
What do you mean a different band? I thought
He's
that.
singing in a different band. But we still link up.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
Fountain City Players has more than one band.
No, no, no.
Oh,
He's
okay.
singing in a totally different band now.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I guess I better peep into that too. So tell me, if you will.
mm-hmm.
Have you been out performing solo yet?
I have.
Okay, what
Yes.
have you been doing with that?
Um, I've done, what is it? Before it was reset, it was icons, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I did that. Few months back, I did BB King's with Dion Hawkins for the Bad Boys 2.0.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I saw
yeah,
the
I did that.
advertisement for that. Okay.
Hmm. And Eric Nettles, he calls me from time to time to come and do solo stuff. So
Good.
yeah, I've been performing my stuff. Oh
Very
yeah.
good. Very good. Yeah, it's always, I always like to see when an artist has, his own original music. I hope that they will get the opportunity to perform locally where they
Right.
are, of course, but also to go on the road.
That's what I'm waiting on to go on the road with it.
Waiting? What do you mean by
Yeah,
waiting?
waiting. Well, gotta wait till all this is over with. But yeah, I'm trying to get booked out of town to hit the
Very
road.
good.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Hmm.
I believe we all have to start somewhere, and most of us we start based upon our interest, in celebrity artists, icons, music, as y'all have done, a lot of y'all. But it's when you're able to produce your own original music
Hmm.
that you can take your name, create your brand, and move to
Right.
the next level.
That's right.
So I'm really excited about that for you. Where is it, if you had to pick, if you could choose where you could go to perform, I'm going to ask you a two-part question. What
Okay.
city and state would you want to go to first?
Uh, Los Angeles, California.
Really? Why
Yes.
Los Angeles?
It's a place I never been, and that's where all the stars are. and
Yeah.
I just and I know, like, I feel like if I get out that way, I can make something really happen for me.
Okay.
Hmm.
So what venue in Los Angeles? Are you aware of any of the
I,
venues?
I'm not aware of too many of them, but
Don't
any of the
matter
big ones,
anywhere.
no, it don't matter. Yeah, where the people at?
Exactly. I understand.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So, another question. Okay, so we know you want to go to LA.
Hmm.
Cool beans. If you had the opportunity to work with any particular celebrity music artist, because you sing mostly R&B, rhythm and blues, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so if you had the opportunity to work with a celebrity artist, which would be your first pick?
Ooh, my first pick would probably be Bruno Mars.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Uptown Funk.
yeah, yeah,
I could see you working with him.
yeah. I love Bruno Mars, his music,
Yeah.
dancing, all that stuff. So yeah, it'd definitely be Bruno Mars. Then I would say Stevie Wonder and Neo.
Oh, oh, Neil's
Hmm.
good. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I can see where you fit in with all three of them. And you know, you brought up something. I'm glad you brought up Bruno Mars because um, the listeners need to know because I'm sure somebody's going to want to book you.
Hmm.
And you know, I want y'all to know something. Another thing I love about Mr. Andre Scott, and that is he can dance. When I
Ah.
first saw him perform, he was not just crooning on a microphone on a stage. He had moves. Who
Thank you.
taught you how to dance like that?
I studied the greats: James Brown, Michael Jackson, Jackie Wilson, and whoever else is dancing on TV. I studied all their moves and tried to put my own thing to it.
And you've done just that quite well too.
Thank you.
Quite well. So, well, you know, I just read that Little Richard transitioned
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
And
sad.
so it is very sad, but he had a great career. He blessed a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of us.
oh
And, you know,
yeah.
I had this thought, and I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. Don't misquote Chandra Purdue or Cara Jones Unlimited. But I had this thought when I read that article about him before I read the article about Andre
Dre
Harrell.
Harrell.
And I met him years ago.
Wow.
The thought that came to my mind was this: for every, there's a season for everything. The
Mm-hmm.
Bible says that in Ecclesiastes, right?
Right.
And the thought came to me, these legends who have worked in the entertainment industry are transitioning.
Mm-hmm.
And as you and I both know, whenever people like that move, sometimes they retire. They don't die, they retire. You know,
Right.
music artists, musicians retire too.
Mm-hmm.
It makes way. It makes way for up and coming artists like you.
Right.
And so I'm saying all of that to say this: even though we mourn their loss, I'm thanking God for the opportunities that I see coming for many of you.
Right. Right.
And I look forward to working with you going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
So, as we come to a close, I wanted to ask you, how are those two beautiful boys of yours?
My boys are great. They are
Good,
keeping me on my toes. I'm
good.
about to go see them in a little bit, and probably as soon as we get off of here, I'm headed there because I got a phone call from one of them right before I got online with you.
Okay.
Daddy, would you come play with me? Yes, Daddy's coming to play. Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful,
Dad
beautiful.
is
And
giving
hey,
out haircuts, and we gonna play.
So you cut their hair yourself?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Beautiful. Now,
That's what
how's
my
your
daddy
beautiful
did.
mama? Your
Oh, my
mama,
mom's, she's great. She is
yeah.
great. My
You
mom and
know,
dad, they're great.
when I look at your mama, it's like looking at you. When I look at you, it's like looking at your mama. You know, she spat you out for real.
Mm-hmm.
You are her twin.
Yes, yes, I am.
You got everything minus the dress and you know a few other things. But you and your mom, I told her when I was, you
Oh,
know, when I would see her when I was working at Maxwell Air Force Base in
mm-hmm.
2018, I would see her and I would just jump. I would just get so tickled because it was like I was looking at you and I'd be like, Freckles.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Such beautiful, beautiful people. Y'all are beautiful people.
And thank
So,
you.
you know, you've been in this game a long time, this game called entertainment and the performing arts. What advice might you give to some of the younger people? Not that you're an old man yet, but somebody who's just starting out. What advice might you give to them as they embark on a career in this industry? Because it's very competitive.
If you have a dream, keep chasing it. Don't give up. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it or this is gonna happen if you do what you're loving to do. Stay on track, stay focused. And
Absolutely.
and for me, it's gonna happen for me because I believe it, and
Yeah,
it can happen for you if you believe. And we
absolutely.
have to keep God first and keep praising His name.
Absolutely. God
Yes,
first, us second. Those of you who have children, then children and extended family, and your
that's right.
craft, your gift
That's
that
right.
God gave you, because yours is God given.
Thank you. Yes.
You said something, you have a tagline that you have on your iPhone, I guess your email, your marketing materials, and it says, when I'm on stage performing,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a giant. And at
I do.
that moment, nobody can touch me.
Yeah.
I feel closer to God when I step out onto the stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
As we close, tell us when you go on the stage, before you go on, are you nervous?
No, I'm never nervous. I think the last time I was nervous to go on stage, I was probably 6, and that was at a family reunion. Yeah, I think that was it. But after that, I got really, I really got bit by the bug, and I was like, I'm loving what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep doing it. No, I don't get nervous. Mm-mm. No.
But when you go out there on that stage and what is it that you see first or you feel first? What gives you that sensation that makes you want to perform? What is it that inspires you when you get out there?
Seeing all the people and their smiling faces, and then once that music hits me, you can tell when it hits me because I'm gonna make a certain move, and it's on from there. Yeah, all those smiling
Absolutely.
faces out there really, push me to keep on going and do a better job. Every time.
Very good, very good. Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to interview with me today. You've been such a blessing to me and my family. You know, I love music. I love
Hmm.
every genre of music. And I hope that when I see you the second Saturday in June,
Hmm.
can you please go ahead and ask Mr. Claude McDonald for me if y'all can perform them switch tunes?
I already mentioned it to Rod Jefferson last night.
Oh, how is Rod?
Rod is great.
And
Rod,
Benjamin.
yes, all of them, they're great.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't wait to see y'all. Make sure, ask them to tag Car Jones's page when y'all put up, get the information. Mr. Sam, I'm gonna be looking at all y'all's pages. As you know, I will
will
find
do.
y'all.
Oh yeah,
But it's just such a blessing to talk with you today, to share, you know, what you're doing and what you're all about, this wonderful music that you have. Tell us this. Where can listeners hear and or purchase your music?
You can purchase my music on all the digital platforms. Apple Music, Google Play, Spotify, Tidal, all of them. It's there. Type my name in, you'll find my picture, and it's there. You can find my music also on YouTube,
Yes.
amongst other videos. You can see me singing for Steve Harvey. You can see myself and Sultry Live performing at BB King's and
Yes.
other places. Yeah, you can catch me in all those places. You can get my music. It's there.
Okay, so for
And it's
those,
more coming.
oh, absolutely, we know that.
Mm-hmm.
We know that because we got to finish this album.
Yes.
Okay, now what's the name of the other release that you did?
Okay, so you have Just Try Me and Feelin Me.
Dylan.
And my next release is gonna be Coming to My Room.
Who?
Coming to My Room.
Come into my room?
That's right.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to touch that.
Ah.
We'll just wait. We'll just wait. I know that's
Yeah.
going to be another hit. And
Mm-hmm.
for those listeners and viewers, because this will go on my YouTube channel as well, and I'll share it with you in case you want to put it out. Um, how can people connect with you?
My email address is spotboymusic81 or either spotboy81 at gmail.com. You can hit me on Facebook, Andrey Scott, Instagram, Spotboy Music, and um, YouTube. Yeah,
Andrey Scott.
Andrey Scott, right.
Indeed, indeed. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank you, and I want to thank. Hey, I see Danny B up there, Silver Bullet. I want to thank y'all for participating, viewing this live recording with music artist Andrey Scott. My freckles. Tell your girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you. I just love you like that. You like a little brother to me.
Ah, she's
Uh,
watching.
oh, I bet she is. Hey, love, with your pretty self. But
Mm,
I'm just really happy that you accepted my invitation. I know that there's a lot that you do. You have a busy schedule with your family, and just life. So thank you for taking
mm-hmm,
time out of your busy schedule to be the first friend of mine who is a
mm-hmm.
music artist with his own original music to interview on my podcast that I started last year in Texas, Unfiltered with Cara Jones, Unlimited LLC podcast.
The pleasure was all mine, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'll have you again. Let's go
Yes,
on the road. How about that?
I'm ready.
Okay. Peace,
Mm-hmm.
everybody. Have a blessed day and happy Mother's Day to your beautiful mom.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
all
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye bye.